Namaste, GDs. My name is Sherry. I am your marketing mentor. So everybody wants to get more eyeballs on their business, right? Especially, obviously, our potential customers. One of the best ways to do that is to be a guest on podcasts. I can tell you that I've really been working at this, probably really starting kind of the last quarter of last year, this year, and it's been really good. I've been on 3 podcasts so far. One hasn't come out yet. I've got 3 more lined up. And it's been a really great way to get additional exposure for my business. I've actually gotten, quite a few clients from doing them. And so it's a great way. They're free, right? It's generally just your time. It's a really fun way to, again, meet new people. Even just the relationships I've developed with the people who create the podcast have been pretty incredible. Actually, one just hired me as his marketing coach, which his marketing mentor, which I thought was pretty cool. So it's a great low-cost way to get your name out there. Now, I know a lot of you may be saying, but why don't I just start my own podcast? And I love that idea. It's a big project. I can tell you that my strategy has been to be a guest on a lot of podcasts for, at least 6 months or so before I launch my own podcast, or really before I decide if I'm going to launch my own podcast. I actually have decided to launch one. So more on that later. I don't think it's going to be probably until later on in the springtime. But, after I was involved with it for a little bit, then I decided, but it's not something to jump into right away. Again, it's a big project. It does have a little time commitment. If you want to have somebody help you, which you really kind of need to do, there's also a financial commitment to it as well. So I recommend definitely starting with just being a guest. So I wanted to show you guys, and by the way, I'm like not making any money on this, just doing it out of my desire to give you guys all the tools you need to grow your business. So I'm going to share with you guys. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to share this screen. Oh boy, that's trippy right there. All right, hold on. Okay, so I'm going to show you. This is a website called matchmaker.fm. And it's free. I believe it's free, if not at very low cost. You can go to be a pro. Honestly, I haven't gone to being a pro, and I've gotten 3 podcasts, like I said, off of this. I've got a few more coming up. A few are like from other relationships that I have from networking. But this is a really, really great site. I actually spent yesterday going through this and finding podcast opportunities for a few of my one-on-one clients. So I kind of just wanted to show you how it works a little bit. So there's opportunities on this site to find guests if you have your own podcast, or to find a show. So let's go to finding a show. And let's say you are like, I have a client who is a consultant for nonprofits. So I would type in nonprofit, and let's see what comes up. And so now you can see, here's all the different podcasts that have to do with nonprofits. You can go in there, you can click on them, you can see if they align with you, right? And if so, what you can do is just send them a little note. So let's say you wanted to click on this one, and you're like, yes, I like these guys. I'm going to click here. I'm going to share my profile. So then they'll get a little note saying, hey, so-and-so shared their profile. And then I'll usually hit contact show. I'll just send them a little note. Hey, loved your podcast. Thought I'd be a great guest. Here's a little bit about me. I'll just send my bio. I don't do anything super fancy here. Usually you'll know right away if it's a good fit. So underneath find show, there's all sorts of things. I mean, obviously I work primarily with entrepreneurs, so you can do entrepreneurship here. You can categorize by like, what's the category, what's the location, what language, what format, all of that. And so it's just a really great resource for you if you're looking to be on a podcast. I know there's other Facebook groups that also are like looking for guests that also do something like this. You can also ask inside of your networking groups, hey, do you know anybody who runs a podcast that I might be a good guest on? Again, 99%, and they should be for the most part free. It's just an opportunity for you to get exposure, for them to get exposure. It's a win-win for everybody and a great way to get your message out there. So if you listen to this and you get onto a podcast, let me know. We'll give you a shout out on all of our social media channels. And I hope that this was super helpful. Again, that website is matchmaker.fm. And I hope you enjoy it. Let me know if you have any questions, put them in the comments below. Have a great day. Bye.